I made a few commentary videos during the pandemic. My goal at the time was to see what I say so I know what I think. Since then, things have been more or less reverted to normal, I guess, and I have been silent. No more silence. I am propelled by this year's election to get out my video camera once again. I'm sure everybody is happy to see me. I'm old. I've seen many elections and many candidates from all parties. I voted for both Republican and Democratic candidates. And we have a choice in this election that is starker than any in my memory. Today is Sunday, September 22nd, 2024. And what I see is a Republican Party that is now beyond weird. It has turned grotesque. The fiscal year ends in less than 2 weeks, and the Republican House has yet to come up with a viable plan to keep the government funded. In the entire 2 years, this Republican Congress has produced the least effective do-nothing legislature since the 1870s. They spent legislative time trying to impeach Joe Biden, which produced nothing. They launched censure resolutions, contempt citations, and other vacuous declarations instead of serious efforts to govern. They failed to take up issues that are important to the well-being of the nation. And for a full account of the Republican nonsense, see the recent article by Dana Milbank in the Washington Post, which appeared on September 18th, 2024. I do have to cite the successful legislative acts that Milbank lists. He says, in lieu of consequential legislating, they passed bills such as the Refrigerator Freedom Act, the Gas Stove Protection and Freedom Act, and my favorite, the Stop Unaffordable Dishwasher Standards Act, also known as SUDS. All this, in my opinion, all this chaos, well, and Dana too, all this chaos has one source, Donald Trump. To quote Milbank, with each election since Trump became a political force a decade ago, the House GOP caucus has swelled with ever more exotic hooligans, saboteurs, and conspiracy theorists in the MAGA mold. Even now, Trump fosters chaos by urging the Republican House to allow a government shutdown. That's me. That's my talk. Trump lost me a long time ago. His slurs and disparagement of John McCain, who showed immeasurable courage and patriotism throughout his life, just floored me. Trump has not redeemed himself. He recently used the hallowed ground of Arlington Cemetery for a cheap campaign video, and he utterly failed to respect the veterans interred there whose sacrifices truly made this country great. Recent news coverage focuses on the repeated claim by Trump and Vance that Haitian immigrants are taking and eating pets in Springfield, Ohio. The result, at least 33 bomb threats in the schools and local government buildings. Local colleges in Springfield have reverted to online classes. And the Republican governor of Ohio, Mike DeWine, assigned state police to patrol schools and government buildings. The mayor of Springfield and the governor have publicly debunked these claims. And Governor DeWine even went so far as to write an article for the New York Times. He says Springfield is having a resurgence in manufacturing and job creation. Some of that is thanks to the dramatic influx of Haitian migrants who have arrived in the city over the past 3 years to fill jobs. They are there legally. They are there to work. DeWine goes on to say, I am saddened by how they, and he's talking about Trump and Vance, and others continue to repeat claims that lack evidence and disparage the legal migrants living in Springfield. This rhetoric hurts the city and its people, and it hurts those who have spent their lives there. Our people and our history deserve better than to be falsely portrayed. But the Trump campaign continues to defiantly spout these false claims and to keep them front and center. This is a clear example of Trump's efforts to use division and fear to manipulate voters. He stirs hatred directed at the very people he purports to champion. This may turn out to be a watershed moment. Trump creates chaos, even while campaigning. Think of the chaos he can unleash if he reclaims the presidency. I watched the Harris-Trump debate. I saw, and millions of others saw, and heard Trump claim the United States is a failing country. I personally resent that. I would like him to cite a more successful one. A better one. Maybe he would pick Russia, China, North Korea, or even Hungary. We clearly have our problems in this country, and immigration is only one. Many others are quite serious and need immediate attention as well. From Trump, I've heard nothing serious that even articulates the problems. I heard even less about solutions. In fact, if you actually listen to Trump, you hear rants and ravings of an old man, disconnected from reality and on the verge of derangement. We live in uncertain and difficult times, and we need a president who grasps reality and who possesses the capability to lead us through difficulties. Why Trump even remains in contention is a mystery to me. Future sociologists and psychologists will make careers untangling all of this. Lies, incompetence, more lies, exaggerations, personal attacks, meanness, selfishness, lack of decency. These are just some of the characteristics that are evident in Trump and the current crop of MAGA Republicans. Are these the characteristics of the people that we want to lead our country? Do we want hate generated from lies to dominate discourse in our country? We have a limited choice at this point. Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, or I guess no vote. We all have the responsibility to apply reason and thoughtful analysis to our choice of the president of our country. We need to examine our own prejudices and emotional biases. Are we voting for someone who is ethical? Are we voting for someone who will take the interest of all our citizens to heart and make decisions for the good of everyone? Get out your phone, make your own video, see what you say, and then watch it and decide what you truly think. I think Kamala Harris has demonstrated through her career and during this campaign that she can lead the country. She is competent, she represents us, she has a positive outlook, and she will be guided by genuine interest in being a president for the entire country. I will vote for Kamala Harris. I suggest that the Democratic Party is the party of sanity and good government, at least for now. Go vote.